have discussed in last period the chemical reactions of glucose. So there are total 6 reactions, and these reactions use the proof for open chain structure of glucose. So in today's lecture, we have to study optical isomerism in glucose. So this optical activity we have studied in previous topic, that is halogen derivatives. Halogen derivative of alkane. What is the meaning of optical activity? Then optical isomers. Isomers means the compounds having same molecular formula. Then what is optical isomers? So optical isomers, they are having equal and opposite rotation of plane polarized light. So there are 2 optical isomers, dextro and mu. Dextro isomers, it rotates the plane of plane polarized light in clockwise direction, and that is denoted by plus sign or small b. Mu isomer, it rotates the plane of plane polarized light in anti-clockwise direction. It is denoted as the minus sign or small l. So all these are studied in halogen derivatives last topic. Today we have to study the optical isomerism in glucose. So in glucose, how to calculate the optical isomers? First we calculate the optical isomers. So for calculation of optical isomers, the number of optical isomers can be calculated by using this formula 2 raised to n. Here n means number of chiral carbon atom. Chiral means asymmetric carbon atom. The value of n from chiral carbon atom. So we take the first example, simple example of glyceraldehyde. Glyceraldehyde. The structure of glyceraldehyde is CHO, COH, and CH2OH. So there are total 3 carbon atoms, in which second carbon is only asymmetric because this carbon atom attached to 4 different groups. Therefore, it is a asymmetric carbon atom. So this glyceraldehyde contains only 1 chiral carbon atom. 1 chiral carbon atom. So how to calculate optical isomers in glyceraldehyde? So by using this formula, number of optical isomers 2 raised to n, your value of n is 1. So 2 raised to 1 means 2. So glyceraldehyde having only 2 optical isomers. These 2 isomers are, one is dextro and second is leo. That is dextro isomers rotate in clockwise direction and leo rotates in anti-clockwise direction. We have to study the optical isomers of glucose. By using same formula, we can calculate the optical isomers of glucose. The structural formula of glucose we know. In glucose there are 4 chiral carbon atoms. 4 chiral carbon atoms at carbon number 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in open chain structure we have studied that glucose containing 4 chiral carbon atoms. So here value of n, that is 4. So put the value in this formula. Number of optical isomers 2 raised to 4, and that is 16. So glucose having total 16 optical isomers. Total 16 optical isomers. So in glucose there are total 16 optical isomers, in which 8 are dextrorotatory and 8 are leo-rotatory. So this is about optical isomers in glucose. So glucose containing 16 optical isomers. Then we study the Fischer projection formula for glucose. Fischer projection formula. Fischer projection formula for glucose. So this point Fischer projection or cross we all already studied in previous topic. So Fischer is the name of scientist. The name is Emil Fischer. Fisher in 1902. They gave exact position of exact arrangement of hydroxyl groups in glucose structure. So in Fisher projection formula, by chemical properties of glucose study, measurement of optical activity of glucose, Fisher decided the exact arrangement of OH group attached in each carbon. That is, total 5 hydroxyl groups are present attached to 5 carbon atoms, and the position of OH group is determined by the scientist Emil Fisher in 1902, and that formula, it is a 3D structure on a plane paper. So here vertical and horizontal lines. So this is a horizontal line, draw 4 vertical lines. These are horizontal lines, and one vertical line represents the Fisher projection formula for glucose. So this is first carbon atom. At carbon number 1, aldehyde group is present, and at carbon number 6, CH2OH group is present. So number the carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Total there are 6 carbon atoms in a glucose. In Fisher projection formula, draw vertical lines and horizontal lines. So this cross represents the carbon atoms. So around this vertical line, the 2 groups are present. So write these 2 groups H and OH. So first on LHS, RHS, OH group is present, and on LHS, EH group is present. Third carbon atom, EH on RHS, OH on LHS. Then at carbon number 4, OH on RHS, EH on LHS. And carbon number 5, OH on RHS, EH on LHS. So this formula is formula of a glucose. And this formula, it is called as a Fisher projection formula. Then we take another compound, that is gluconic acid. So glucose on mild oxidation gives gluconic acid. So what is the formula? Fisher projection formula for gluconic acid. So at carbon number 1, COOH group is present. Then draw this vertical line. Then 4 horizontal lines, and at this carbon number 6, CH2OH group is present. Remember the carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in gluconic acid there are also 6 carbon atoms. Middle part is same in case of glucose and gluconic acid. Only at carbon number 1, COOH group is present. So write remaining atoms and groups as it is in a glucose. So at carbon number 2, OH on RHS, EH on LHS. Carbon number 3, EH on RHS, OH on LHS. At carbon number 4, OH on RHS, EH on LHS. Similarly, this carbon number 5, OH on RHS, and EH on LHS. So this formula represents the gluconic acids Fisher projection formula. Then one more compound is saccharic acid. This saccharic acid is formed by using strong oxidizing agent. Glucose undergoes oxidation and it gives a saccharic acid. Saccharic acid is a dicarboxylic acid. It containing 2 COOH. So at carbon number 1 and carbon number 6, there are 2 COOH group present in saccharic acid. Middle part is same. So Fisher projection formula can be drawn for saccharic acid like this. At carbon number 1, COOH group. Then there are 4 CHOH groups. And last carbon number 6 also COOH group. So carbon number 1 and 6 same groups, that is COOH group. Middle part is as it is. That is carbon number 2, OH on RHS, EH on LHS. Then carbon number 3, EH RHS, OH LHS. And here OH RHS, EH LHS, OH RHS, and LHS. So So this is Fisher projection formula for these three structures. This is a staggering acid. So these vertical lines and horizontal lines represents the Fisher projection formula, and this structure is called as an open chain structure for glucose. Open chain structure for a glucose. Then study next point, that is optical active rotation, that is specific rotation of glucose. Specific rotation of glucose. We know glucose is a dextrorotator. Glucose is a dextrorotatory. Dextrorotatory means it rotates the plane polarized light in clockwise direction. So therefore it is called as a dextrose. Another name for glucose is a dextrose, and this is a dextrorotatory. So symbol for dextrorotatory is small d or plus. What is the rotation of this glucose? So this is represented in a square bracket, that is alpha capital D 20. The value of rotation is plus 52.7 degrees. So here 20 represents temperature at 20 degrees Celsius. Alpha is the specific rotation of glucose. D, when this 20 means the specific rotation measured at 20 degrees Celsius. And the value of the rotation is 52.7, sign plus. Plus means it rotates in a clockwise direction or a dextrorotator. So you remember this value of specific rotation of a glucose, that is plus 52.7, because MCQ will be asked what is the specific rotation of glucose. Your value of specific rotation of glucose is, the correct value is 52, plus sign is also important, 52.7 degrees, because it's an angle. And this 20 represents this value measured at 20 degrees Celsius. So this is about specific rotation of a glucose. Then there is one more configuration for this optical isomers, that is DL configuration. DL configuration. Before studying this DL configuration, we have already studied that RS configuration. RS. What is RS configuration? Here R and S, these are two optical isomers, or two isomers in which a tetrahedral carbon atom, it is joined with four different atoms or groups. If we take the example, that is first right here bromine, chlorine and hydrogen. So this is one isomer. The second isomer is bromine, here chlorine and hydrogen. So bromine having highest priority, then chlorine having highest priority than chlorine. So priority of these groups depends upon its atomic number. So when priority goes on decreasing, then this rotation is called as, this configuration is called as R configuration. Bromine having higher priority, so this priority decreases clockwise. Clockwise decreasing priority is there, then the configuration is called as R. In case of second structure, the bromine having highest priority, then chlorine, then chlorine. So this rotation is anti-clockwise. This type of configuration is called as an ES configuration. So this point we already studied in previous topic. So in case of glucose, we have to study the DL configuration. So what is the meaning of capital D or capital E? So you don't confuse between small d and small e. Here small d meaning that is dextrorotated. So this is a rotation. This value can be determined by experimental value. If it rotates in clockwise direction, then the compound is called as a dextrorotatory, and it is represented as a small d or plus sign. But this capital D, this can be determined from its formula, that is arrangement of OH group in that formula, that is configuration. L also determined from the formula. Small l means Leo rotator. Leo means in anti-clockwise direction. Rotation of plane polarized light in anti-clockwise direction, then the compound is called as a Leo rotator and it is denoted as a small l or sign minus. But this capital L and this small l, these are different letters. Capital D and small d, they are also different. So we have studied what is the meaning of capital D. So in Fisher projection formula, if OH group, hydroxyl group present on right hand side at lowest chirality center, lowest chirality center. So glucose containing 6 carbon atoms, in which middle 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms. These are chiral carbon atoms. So lowest chirality means carbon number 5. When you draw the structure, the lowest means above the CH2OH group, the carbon number is 5. And at that carbon, if OH group is present on right hand side, then it is a T structure. And what is capital L? OH present on LHS at lowest chirality center. Then the structure is called as a EL. So this is the difference between D and EL configuration. So here we draw the two structures. First example, we take glyceraldehyde. So glyceraldehyde, there are only 3 carbon atoms. The structure is CHO, COH, EH and CH2OH. So this is glyceraldehyde. So this glyceraldehyde is a D plus. Here plus means rotation, dextrorotator. And this capital D, meaning of this capital D is, so here is only one asymmetric carbon atom or chiral carbon atom. So this is the lowest chirality center. So at this carbon, this OH group on RHS. So therefore this configuration is a D configuration. So difference between capital D and small d, that is this D represents arrangement of OH at lowest chirality center. If it is on RHS side, then it is a capital D. And small d means it is a dextrorotator. So this is one isomer. Then second isomer of this compound is, if we take OH on left hand side, then this structure is denoted as L. L minus glyceraldehyde. L minus glyceraldehyde. Here L means this OH group present on left hand side of this chiral carbon atom. And this minus indicates this compound is a Leo rotator, that is small u. Minus represents it is a Leo rotator, and this plus or D represents it is a dextrorotator. So this is an example of a glyceraldehyde. Then we take an example of a glucose. In glucose there are 6 carbon atoms. Out of 6 carbon atoms, 4 carbon atoms are asymmetric carbon atoms. So how to draw the structure of glucose? D structure and L structure. So at the top CHO group is present and bottom CH2OH. In between these two groups there are 4 different carbon atoms are present. So at carbon number, the carbon atoms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So at carbon number 5, this is the lowest chair. There are these 4 carbon atoms are chiral carbon atoms. So write the H and OH. carbon number 2 of OH on RHS, EH on LHS, RHS and LHS. So this structure, this OH group, so this carbon number 5 the lowest chirality center. So there are total 4 chiral carbon atoms or asymmetric carbon atoms. So in which carbon number 5 present at lowest part, therefore it is the lowest chirality center, and this OH group present on RHS. So therefore it is a capital D. Then glucose is dextrorotatory, therefore symbol is plus, and this compound is called as D plus glucose. D plus glucose. The capital D means OH on RHS at lowest chirality center. Plus means this compound is a dextrorotatory. Then second structure, we draw similarly another structure, that is CHO at the top and CH2OH at the bottom. This is carbon number 1 and 6. In middle there are 4 carbon atoms. These are represented as it is. So carbon number 2 having same groups on same side, OH, EH, here OH, EH. Carbon number 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this carbon number 5 is the lowest chirality center. If this OH group present on LHS and EH on RHS, so this group present on LHS, therefore configuration is L configuration. OH is on LHS, therefore it is a L configuration and plus glucose. But this compound is also dextrorotatory. Here plus meaning dextrorotatory, this plus also dextrorotatory. But capital D, meaning of capital D means it is a configuration of OH group at lowest chirality center. If it is present on RHS, then it is a capital D. If it is present on LHS, then it is a capital L. So this is DL configuration of a glucose, or these are 2 isomers. Then we study next point, that is ring structure of a glucose. Ring structure of glucose. In first part we have studied open chain. Open chain can be represented as a Fischer projection formula. So total 6 carbon atoms. At the top carbon number 1, that is CHO group is present, and at the bottom carbon number 6, that is CH2OH group is present. In between CHOH groups are present. So there are 2 types of configuration, capital D and capital L, and this formula is called as a Fischer projection formula. But by using Fischer projection formula or open chain structure, we cannot explain all the properties, chemical properties of a glucose. So for this, a ring structure can be used. The ring structure explains all the chemical properties of a glucose. So by using ring structure, we can explain all the chemical properties of a glucose, and this structure is called as a ring structure. So ring structure, it is formed by CHO group from C1 carbon atoms and OH group from C5 carbon atom. So glucose containing 6 carbon atoms. At carbon number 1, CHO group is present. At carbon number 5, CHOH group is present. So there is a reaction takes place in between CHO group and this hydroxyl group, and their structure becomes a ring structure, that is a cyclic structure. So how to draw this cyclic structure? So there are again 2 types of structures. If at C1 at C1 OH group is on right hand side, then it is called as alpha anomer. Anomer, it is an isomer. Then if C1 OH group present on LHS, then it is called as beta anomer. C1 OH group present on RHS, then it is alpha anomer. At C1 OH group is on left hand side, then it is a beta anomer. So there are two ring structures of a glucose, and these are called as the anomer. And the C1 carbon atom, it is called as an anomeric carbon atom. C1 is anomeric. The first carbon atom in ring structure is called as the anomeric carbon atom. Around this anomeric carbon atom, OH group present on RHS, then it is an alpha anomer. And if OH group present on LHS side, then it is a beta anomer. So we can draw these two structures of alpha and beta anomer of a glucose. So these two structures are also called as hemiacetal structure. Hemiacetal structure, alpha and beta anomer. These two structures are called as a hemiacetal structures. So we can draw the structures of these two compounds. So first, draw a structure of a glucose. First group is a CHO, then CHOH, OH, OH, and EH. Last is CH2OH. So there are 6 carbon atoms. So instead of this carbon, you can also draw a single vertical line. You can draw single vertical line like in Fischer projection formula. So the Fischer projection formula structure काढले त्याचप्रमाणे तुम्ही structure काढले तरी चालते. At each cross there is a carbon atom. ज्या ठिकाणी क्रॉस आहे त्या ठिकाणी कार्बन ॲटम प्रेझेंट आहे. दिस इज 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Total 6 carbon atoms are present. So this ring structure is formed between CHO group, this group, and carbon number 5 OH group. So this group combines and there is a formation of cyclic structure. And this is a hemiacetal structure. So how this structure is formed? This hydrogen combines with this oxygen, and there is a formation of OH group at this C1 carbon atom, and this oxygen bonds with this carbon atom, and there is a carbon oxygen carbon linkage is formed. So this linkage, it is a cyclic structure. So there are two structures, one is alpha anomer and second is a beta anomer. So first we draw the structure of alpha anomer, that is C. Here OH group is formed because this EH bonds with this carbon oxygen atom, then this double bond breaks. Here EH, this is carbon number 1. Then draw this vertical line, the remaining part as it is. Second carbon, third carbon, H, OH, fourth carbon, OH, EH, and carbon number 5. Here EH is present, and here OH group. From this OH group, EH bonded with this oxygen, formation of OH group. And this oxygen combines with C1 carbon, and there is a formation of a ring structure. So this type of structure is formed. Last group is CH2OH. So in this structure, this OH present on RHS side. If OH group attaches C1 on RHS side, then this structure is called as an alpha structure. So name of this structure is alpha D plus glucose. So meaning of alpha, depends on OH group attached on which side of the C1 carbon atom. If OH group attached on RHS side, then this isomer is a alpha anomer, and representation by this structure name is alpha D series. D series means your OH group on also RHS side, plus means dextrorotatory, and the compound is glucose. Then second isomer of glucose, you have glucose structure, D-glucose. First isomer is alpha, that is alpha anomer. Similarly, we can draw here second structure or second anomer, that is a beta anomer. So only change in structure is that we place this OH group on LHS side, EH on RHS side. The remaining part is the same. So draw your structure. Carbon, last one is CH2OH, carbon number 6. So this is first carbon, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So in carbon number 5, 4 and 5, 6. 5 and 1, there is a oxygen in between these two carbon atoms. Oxygen is present. Then here EH on RHS, OH on LHS. The remaining part is added. OH, EH, then third carbon atom, EH, OH, both OH and EH, and here EH. So in this structure, there is only change of this OH group at carbon number 1. It is present on the left hand side. So this anomer is called as a beta anomer, that is beta D plus glucose. So there are two types of ring structures. One is alpha, and second is a beta. So alpha and beta, the difference is only OH group, arrangement of OH group at C1 carbon atom. If OH group is present on right hand side, then it is a alpha anomer, and OH group at C1 present on LHS side, then it is a beta anomer. So these structures are called as ring structures. Ring structures of a glucose. Thank you.